I will do the filling in the tiers. Mid tier, lower tier. Does that work for you guys? I don't like this A, S, B, D shit. You know what I mean? Like, the reason why I don't like the A, S, what classifies B, C? Like, what's the cutoff of B, C? People don't really define. Like, okay, these groups of characters are similar in strength. I get that, but why are they C? Why are they D? So I always just like, oh, this character's when I talk about how strong characters are with my friends, usually we don't say, yeah, I think Jack's B tier. We talk about like, I think Jack's bottom half. I think Jack's upper half. I think Jack's upper half but toward the bottom. I think Leo is bottom half but toward the top. I think, you know, like it's a little easier that way to envision where the characters go on the tier list, right? Does that make more sense than like an A, B, C? Because some tier lists have people don't even go below B. Like, I guess they're trying to say that the characters in this game are so good that there's no like C characters, but then they actually depth to talk about what a C character is. So if you guys, when you guys talk about tier lists, I'm assuming you just want to know what characters are better than other characters, right? And grading them A, B, C, D doesn't really do anything when it comes to that task. But putting them in upper, mid, dabba-dabba-doo, top 5, bottom 5, it's a little easier to interpret the tier list. So these are, I think this is what I'm gonna do for my tiers. How do you guys determine it? Wins, tools. You can determine it by some kind of formula of everything, whatever you guys want to do. You know, I don't want you to base everything off of the characters on paper, because on paper, Jin or Leroy would be the best character or whatever, right? Because you could parry and defend against every move the opponent does. So top 5, everybody write your top 5 characters in the chat, and we'll put, I mean, I could just do some of this shit for you guys. Dragonov. I see a lot of people high on Nina, sometimes Ling, but she top 5, who knows? I see a lot of you guys just really into this Yoshi. Everybody has Yoshi. Everybody has Yoshi. Let me just have to go with you guys. I see everybody's got Yoshi. Everybody's got. That's the only character. That is the only character that is in the top 5 that you guys put up there. But everybody else, I'm gonna put in top tier, and then you guys are gonna have to pick which ones that we end up putting in the top 5. Okay? I think Shaheen's top tier. You guys put Jin. You guys put Yoshi damage. Dude, people really hate Yoshi, but I don't really know. I mean, I guess you guys are just experiencing what a top tier Yoshi can do for the very first time, and you don't like it. Where's Nina? Oh, let's throw Nina up there in the top tier. He can punish things that I did. Yoshi has always had flash. Anybody missing in top tier? Are any of these guys top tier? Is King top tier? He ain't mid tier. I'm gonna say upper. Law. Is Law mid tier? Or is he upper tier? Shane top 5? It's tough. I'll graduate Nina into the top 5. You guys are whining a lot about, you know, Nina, and this chart is basically who gets complained about the most. That's my tier list. That's what my tier list is gonna be. Nina's pretty strong. Fang is pretty strong, but didn't he just get nerfed? Alisa pretty strong. Jin pretty strong. I might give Jin the nod to top 5. All right, we'll just do a 180. We'll do a 180 and then we'll come down to the bottom. Let's just go do the bottom 5. Can you guys give me a bottom 5 unanimous? Is Alfina still bottom 5? Panda? Jack. I'm gonna save Jack for last. Double Jin. I don't know if you guys are serious. Lars bottom tier? Lars is so bad. Lars is kind of bad. I don't know. For now, I'll do this. Yeah. Leroy? Is Leroy good? Claudio upper? Claudio mid? Lake Xiaoyu upper. Leroy isn't that good. Leroy. You could do it like that. Asuka's pretty bad. Asuka could be bottom 5 or it could be lower. We graduate these guys into the bottom 5 after some discussion, if that works with you guys. But these are like the for sure, you know, for sure. Don't even need to talk about it, but we will. My friend Drop says Steve needs to go in the upper. Steve's pretty good. He's at least mid or upper. Oh, okay. He's at least mid. I don't know if we can go down or go up, so I'll leave him at mid. I accidentally hit the the wrong shit. Bottom 5. Lily, is she still upper? Is she mid now? Nah, I don't know. Eddie, lower? For now? Azucena, mid, lower? What do you guys think about Azucena? Horong, mid, lower? Mid, lower, mid? Horong's been doing really good in tournaments. Raven bottom 5? Raven bottom 5? No. I don't know. Again, this is the rough draft. Just placing them in their tiers, then we'll order them if you guys want to order them. Azucena and Lydia lower. Azucena lower. Double Jin bottom 5. Advanced Double Jin bottom 5 is a real thing, or is that what y'all saying? Because y'all aren't used to Double Jin not being in the top 5. Kuma? Did you guys come down on Kuma? Because I remember there was like a whole wave of like Kuma's OP people. A lot of people hating on that combo. Nina been staying at the convo. Nina's she's a undisputed top 5, buddy. Claudio's weak as hell. I think you're a Claudio player. If you're speaking on your main, you can't. That's the rule. You can't. If you're talking about your main, you can't say that they're bad. Letting the others speak. Okay. Alright, so I guess that's a... You don't believe that. What's up, Jackie Tran? Yeah, I could tell when some of you guys are just clearly being mega biased. Kazuya's better than Double Jin, right? And Rain is better than both of them.
You probably know Vistaprint for business cards. Yep.
What is that? Double Jin is the worst Mishima. That's true. I mean, Reina, I always thought she was mid or higher, mid or upper. You know. I don't know about June. Everybody's saying that she took a lot of hits. Leo's always mid or upper. Anything that you guys disagree with? Look, if Reina's mid, then these other two Mishimas gotta go in the lower. Which isn't true. I think it's more like she's an upper, and then these two guys are in like mid tier. They're freaking Mishimas, guys. They are freaking Mishimas. Is Leo lower? I mean, look, if we talk about tournaments, nobody's doing anything with Leo, but Leo's never really been a popular character. Save Leo for one of the last. Victor. Upper, mid, upper, mid. I mean, I'm thinking that by the end of it, we're gonna have a lot of characters. The most characters are gonna be in the upper tier. That's just what I think. That's what I think, honestly. Something like that. But it's not about what I think. It's about what you guys think. Do you guys think Reina's a mid-tier character? Or you think she's an upper? Does she belong with the Steves, the Horongs, or does she belong with the Shaheens and the Elisas and the Fangs? She might be at the end of it, right? Because he would either be that or like this. And Devil Jin and Kazuya, they don't belong with the Eddies, the Asukas, the Lars. Like, that's how I'm looking at it. They don't belong together. They belong more like this, right? Something like that. Yeah, I know Devil Jin is not better than Kazuya. Not right now, at least. Yeah, maybe look at that. But we haven't really actually started ordering these dudes yet. I'm just throwing them on the list. I'm working on the outsides, the top 5 and the bottom 5 that I'm closing in. So we're almost done with the characters. Paul? All right, let's talk about Paul. Mid, upper. I'm thinking one of these. Probably mid. Probably mid, but closer to the front of the line. Or if it's in the upper, he's in the back of the line. Lower? Like here? Hell no. What the hell are you guys talking about? Paul higher than Kazuya? I think he's higher. Yeah. Paul's good. You guys just don't know how to play basic. Yeah, you guys just don't know how to play basic. I think he's up here or like right here. The thing is, like back in the day, Paul was like before Tekken 6, Tekken 7, I guess. Paul was all about just whiff punishing people with death fist. They whiff a jab, blah, you get half-life. That stuff you guys don't know how to do anymore. All the kiddies that play Tekken, that stuff's the lost art. You guys don't know how to do that. Look, this list is made by the chat. So I'm telling you right now he belongs here, but if the chat says he's down here, I'll go along with you guys, man. I'm just anybody that wants to talk shit about this list, just remember that is the chat did it. How do I make a poll? All right, 1 minute poll. I'm gonna let you guys vote, okay? 1 minute. Start the poll. Go. Is Paul upper, mid, or tier, or mid tier? You guys vote. Vote in the chat if you want to participate in this tier list. Vote, 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 vote. 59% of the votes. 57% say upper. It's close race. Close race. We got about almost 30 seconds left. Vote in the chat if you want to see Paul's fate. I made him, so I have to downplay. You don't have to downplay if you main the character. I main Jack, and I try my best not to downplay him. I try my best. It ain't gonna get you nowhere, you know. Close race, guys. 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. 58% says upper. We're Tekken players. Of course we downplay. We're Tekken guys. Of course we think our main character needs buffs all the time. Okay. Upper tier it is with 57% of votes. 38 people said it belongs to the upper tier. 29 of you guys. 43%. Hey, I feel like I swayed the judges a little bit. I feel like I swayed you guys. I shouldn't have said anything. You don't think that was just dog shit? Yeah, he's on the bottom half. Right now he's in the lower half, don't worry. Azucena? Is she? Didn't Kaiser quit playing Azucena? He was like a huge Azucena like fanboy. Yeah, she down here with these bums. Kokoma. My chat is making a tier list today. What do you think about my chat opinion? Are they smart or are they stupid? Champion, Mr. Champion. Lars should minimum be in mid. Oh, you agree 99%? Okay. Kokoma certified. Kokoma certified. Okay, if you could change one thing about this list, what will you change about my list? Anyways, let's continue. Lily. What's up, guys? Lily. I think like same thing, Paul level, like right here. The lower upper or higher upper mid tier. Upper mid or lower top tier. Yeah, same thing with Paul, I think. Something like this. Low Lily, upper, high mid, upper, like bad, upper mid, top 5. Looks like you guys are. It's like split again. It's split again, guys. One minute. Vote for Lily. Lily's better than Paul? I don't know. It's close. Well, the poll this time is not close. 85% want to go upper. Okay, based on the votes, I'm gonna put her ahead of Paul. Her movement is too good. Still, movement is too good. I'm just gonna end the poll. Yeah. The crowd has spoken. Kuma? Is Kuma mid or lower? Mid, lower. He belong down here. Like this. I think Kuma's pretty okay. Anyways. You guys want him to be up here? Really? Just because of Heat Smash and Electric? That's the difference? It should be like this. A lot of people said mid. A lot of people said mid. Alright, hey, this is the chats list. Chats list. Chats list. We have 6 characters left. Let's go ahead and knock out a hard one. Let's knock out Lydia. Lydia. Lower, mid, upper. Three mids, 1 lower, 2 lower, 3 lower, mid, lower. A lot of lowers. Lower. Okay, you guys want Lydia in the lower. Extremely mid. That's good, right? Brian? Yeah, I don't know nothing about no Brian Fury. You guys don't know about Brian. Let me see what you guys think about Brian. Brian, upper, mid, lower. Upper? Upper? He's too good? He's too... Hey, man. You guys watching too many Twitter clips. Too many of them Ty, Relo, and Tone combos. Y'all watching too many Twitter clips, man. Oh. So I'm gonna rule out lower. He don't belong down here. Does he belong here? Or does he belong here? Brian is upper. You watching too many Twitter clips. Alright. Where though? Where? The front of the line? Is he in the front of the line or is he in the back of the line? He's in the back of the line for sure, right? Is he the last guy on the plane? He's in the back of the line. He's in the back. You trying to tell me he up here with these guys? Well, Brian is my... okay, I'm biased. Brian is my favorite matchup. It's my best matchup in Tekken 8. Like, I kill Brian players. Like if I go to Evo and I play only Brian players, I'm the Evo champion. I play only Brian players Evo 10 times Brian. Next match Brian. Next match Brian. Next match Brian. Next match. First round. Second round Jimmy. Third round Bilal. Knee. Brian. Low high Brian. Give me Brian. Anyways. 4 characters left. 4 characters left. Hard one. Let's go with Lee. Mid, lower? Mid, lower? I don't see anybody, because remember in Tekken 7, toward the end, everybody was like, yo, you guys are talking about Lee. Lee is so good. Lee is amazing. Nobody's saying that in Tekken 8. Nobody's saying, hey, it's a secret, but nobody knows Lee is top tier. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Mid. Lee, mid. Okay. Lee, somewhere in the mid. Claudio? It's one of these for sure. Mid. Claudio. Top 5. Your sensei plays Claudio, doesn't he? Your Tekken coach plays Claudio. He beats the shit out of you 21-0 every Tuesday after your work, and that shit makes you mad because you just got off a long, hard day of work, and your coach didn't even tell you that the moves that he was doing was punishable. He didn't know. He didn't tell you that you could duck that one string that he does on you all the time, and that shit got you fucked up. You think he's in top 5, don't you? It's okay, man. He's not. Claudio, upper, back of upper. It's 21-0 every Tuesday. Yeah, man. Today's coaching with Sensei Claudio, man. What'd you guys say? Claudio. A lot of you guys said Claudio upper, right? One more time. Let's vote. It was pretty even. All right, let's vote for Claudio. The poll is open. 1 minute. 1 minute. Participate. Let your voice be heard. Let your voices be heard. It's close. Like I said, 60-40 right now in favor of upper. Yeah, 60-40. It was a close race. Upper? Claudio? I'm gonna lay right here. Leo? Crazy lists. Hey man, you made it. Y'all, you people made the list. Mid. There's like 6 mids in a row. You people made the list. Leo, man, do you guys even know what Leo does? Do you guys even know what Leo does? Are you guys just putting her in mid because you don't know what Leo does? And you don't want to look like a noob? You don't want to be too far wrong? So you put it right in the middle? Leo's a woman. She had bras and bikini at one point. Just FYI. Leo's in my local will be saying she's bad. Welcome to the FGC, buddy. Welcome to the FGC. Right in the middle. How about that? Jack? I'll take it from here, guys. Jack? He's either at the bottom of the mid tier or he's like in front of the lower tier. With Jack, I think in here or here. Maybe like right here or like right here. What y'all think? Actually, I shouldn't have said anything. I will do the last poll of Jack. And then, well, when I think about Jack, I'm just comparing him with the other characters. Like, if I compare Jack with, like, Devil Jin, Lee, Kuma, Leo, Hwarong, Steve, Kazuya, I think they're stronger than Jack. Yeah, I think these guys are strong. These guys are stronger than Jack. And Jack is stronger than these guys. What's up, Genius? This is chat makes the tier list. Chat made it. My chat is voting and they're talking about it and they are deciding where the characters will go. Do I enjoy Jack in Tekken 8 more than Tekken 7? I think so. We'll put Jack here. I think Jack better than Devil Jin. I think Jack's better than Devil Jin. But Mishima is really strong versus Jack. Paul Downmore. Hey guys, guess what character Norman Genius uses? Guess what character he uses? This list is not finished. We need 3 characters from the lower section to go bottom 5. And we need 2 characters from the upper section to go into top 5. We need to do that, and then we can make the order of the list. Okay? Jin. Okay. Let's do the top first. Out of Fangwei, Alisa, Shaheen, Jin, and King, you need to choose 2 for top 5. Type out the 2 of these 5 characters to go into the top 5. Or pick 2 out of this whole section, the whole upper tier. And only type it in 1 time, please. Alisa, Jin, Fang, Alisa, Jin, Paul, Alisa, Fang, Jin, Fang, King, Jin, Fang, Jin, Fang, Jin, King, Jin, Jin, Fang, Alisa, Fang, Jin. I've seen a lot of Fang, Jin. Jin, King, Fang, Alisa, hello, overrated, Fang, Jin, Alisa, Jin, Fang. I'm definitely putting Jin up here. Fang, Alisa, Jin, Alisa, Fang. Type it in, the rule, type it in 1 time. Please just be courteous. Fang, Alisa, Fang. I think there's more Fang than Alisa. But what about a poll, huh? What a poll? The poll shit's been going good. Fang or Alisa for the last spot in the top 5. You guys vote on it right now. 1 minute. It's a close one. Alisa, Fang, 50-40, 56-44. The chat I thought was saying more Fang, but Alisa is leading the poll right now. 56-44. 30 seconds left to vote. This is a big one. The chat will decide. Alisa in the top 5 or Fang Wei. 15 seconds left, guys. Last chance. It's super close. Let your voice be heard. Super close, but I think Alisa is going to just barely take it over Fang Wei. It's a 10 vote lead. 54 votes to 45 votes. 56-46. Close race. But Alisa, let's change the music. Which one is Azazel's song? Oh yeah, there it is. It's Sacred Dark. Explain how Fang is better than Elisa. I mean, Elisa won the poll, so at least bomb. All right, so we got our top 5. Now we need to make bottom 5. Am I miss 3 characters from this little section need to go into bottom 5, so type out your 3 that you want to have added. Actually, type in 2, and then I'll pick the 3 most. Type in 2. Type in 2 that you think should go in the bottom 5, and then let me look at the chat. Azu, Raven, Azucena, Devilgen, Asuka, Azucena, Lydia, Steve, Eddie, June, Lars, Azucena, Lars, June standing out. Lars, Leroy, June, Eddie, Lydia, Leroy, Eddie, Lars, Azucena, Leroy, Lars, Eddie, Lars, Lydia, Azucena, Leroy, Azucena, Eddie, Raven. No idea. This one's super hard. I have an idea. This poll is gonna be like 3 or 4 choices, and then the top, the top 3 will be on there. So out of the names I saw the most, it was Lars, Asuka, Azucena, Eddie, Lydia. A lot of people thought Lydia, which is crazy. No, not Lydia. Raven, Azucena, Lydia. Yeah, bottom 5. Vote. 1 minute. You get 1 vote, but the 3 with the most votes are gonna go down to the bottom. Oh yeah, Leroy should be on there too. Oh well. Leroy just got a super huge wave of buffs. I should have taken Eddie out maybe and put Leroy. All right, so Azucena and Lars, I got it. Azucena and Lars, you guys want in the bottom 5, and then the last poll will be between Lydia, Eddie, Asuka, and Leroy. Does that work? Last spot, like we're voting people like American Idol. Alright, polls open. Drew the Duck. Appreciate the sub, dude. Alright, the most votes will get the last spot in the bottom 5. Thank you for the sub, Drew. Leroy, June. Looks like one of those guys. Lars ain't that bad. I was watching a video of Rangchu going around asking top players at Evo who their bottom 5 is, and a lot of those top players had Lars down there. So we just gotta. This is just a democracy. We're voting on it. We're voting on it, and if you don't agree, then it's okay. It's okay. But for now, it looks like Leroy is gonna be the last member in the bottom 5. Boom. Boom, and then June. Yep. So all the characters have been ranked. The list is like 90% done. Good job, guys. The people have chosen, the people have spoken, and honestly, it doesn't look terrible. I don't think there's anybody on here that I like gravely disagree with, like tremendously disagree with. Am I posting this on YouTube? You like the Kuma versus... Yo, the Kuma is like a lot better than Panda. This is crazy. Maybe Kuma should be like back here. Kuma skipped the whole lower tier. Okay. Let's do... This is gonna be... Alright, the next thing I'm gonna have you guys do is we're gonna order this whole list. We're gonna put it in order. Alright. Now how it's gonna work is I'm gonna say Dragunov or Nina, right? For example, and everybody's gonna type in Dragunov or Nina. And then as soon as I see like some kind of majority or some kind of winner, we move on to the next one. Super fast, okay? Society T, thank you for the Twitch Prime, buddy. I mean Dragunov number 1. we don't have to do that. Nina or Yoshi? Nina or Yoshi? Nina, Yoshi, go. You guys got 10-15 seconds for this one. Nina, Yoshi, Nina, Nina. I see way more Ninas. All right, Yoshi or Alisa? Yoshi or Alisa? Yoshi. I see a lot of Yoshis. Damn. Okay. I mean, shit. You guys are consistent at least. Alisa or Jin? You guys gotta be quick. Alisa, Jin, Yoshi, Jin. Oh shit. Okay. All right, Jin or Yoshi? Alisa, Jin, Yoshi. Okay. I'm just testing you guys. Just testing. All right, top 5's done. Fang or Shaheen? Fang. That was quick. Shaheen or King? Like it was like 90% Fang. King. Let me see. Let me do this first. All right. Shaheen or Law? This is fun, somebody said. Shaheen or Law? They're pretty similar. Both guys got slides. Both guys got a lot of good basics. Law, a lot of laws. You guys are down. Shaheen's stock going down. Shaheen's stock is going down. Alright, here's another one. Xiaoyu or Victor? Do a 1-minute poll for each. Takes too long. Xiaoyu or Victor? Xiaoyu, Victor. Xiaoyu, Victor. Xiao. Victor. Xiaoyu, Victor. Xiaoyu. I got it. All right. Xiaoyu or Shaheen? Xiaoyu over Victor. Shaheen. Oh, close one. If it's close, then I make a poll. If I don't see that it's close, I don't make a poll. But again, make sure you guys typing in only one time. If anybody catches somebody typing in more than once, tag me, call them out, and I'm fucking ban them. Claudio or Victor? Snitch. If you see somebody going more than once, snitch. Claudio or Victor? Claudio, Victor, Claudio, lots of Claudios. I'm gonna give it to Claudio. Victor or Reina? Ooh, head to head of the new characters. The two new characters. I'm going at it. Victor, Reina, 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 Victor, Victor, Reina, 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 Reina. Oh, a lot of Reinas, a lot of Reinas. If you're just joining, we're doing the chat makes the tier list. The chat made this tier list, which looks pretty impressive, might I add. This tier list looks pretty decent. We put the characters into tiers. I set the tiers. Like I set top 5, bottom 5, upper, mid, lower. You guys put the characters in the tiers, and now we're like ordering the characters in the tiers. We are right here. So from this to here, it's in order. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, 6. You know, we're here. Okay. You guys are doing good, I think. Victor or Lily? Victor, Lily, Victor. So when I ask Victor or Lily, or for example, just type in what you think, who you think is better character one time. Type it in one time. Don't type it in more than once. You risk getting banned. Lots of Lily. Lots of Lily, some Victors, some Lily, some Victors. It looks close. It looks close enough, okay? I'm gonna do a poll on this one. It's gonna be 30 seconds. Oh, you can't do 30 seconds. Victor or Lily. Lily, Victor. This is pretty interesting. Just to see what you guys think and stuff. I'm usually not a big tier list guy, but when I have you guys make it, it's much more entertaining. I'm gonna let you guys vote on that while I why is my pad not working? Lily wins. Oh, why is my pad not working though? Okay. Lily over Victor. Damn, Victor went from being all the way up here to all the way down there. All right, next one is Claudio versus Ling. Claudio or Ling? Ling, Claudio, Ling, Claudio, Ling, Claudio, Ling, Claudio, Ling. Oh, too many Lings. For every one Claudio, there's 3 Lings, so we're good on that. Who's better between Victor and Paul? Victor. 1 Paul, 2 Pauls, 3 Pauls, 4 Pauls, and like 12 Victors. All right, Victor's good there. How about Paul or Brian? Paul or Brian? Brian. These some Brian fanboys over here. All right, Brian or Victor? Brian or Victor? Brian, Victor, Brian. Victor, Brian, Victor, Brian. Oh, close. Victor. Close. Brian. Let's go to the poll. Victor, Brian. Go ahead, guys. You know what to do. That was really close. There was like 4 Brians, 4 Victors in a row. And now Brian dominating the polls. Okay. It's closer than a lot of the other races though. Brian or Victor? Okay, how about Brian or Lily? Brian or Lily? Brian, Lily. Still Brian. This is close too. This is close. All right, let's vote on this one too. Go ahead, vote, 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 vote. Let your voice be heard so we can. This might be the last one of upper tier. People hate Brian so much they're first time chatting. Lily is beating Brian in the polls. 24 votes to 25 to 19. 26 to 19. Yeah, I think Lily's better than Brian. Law and Reina better than Jin. Sorry, it's not what the chat thinks. It's not what the chat thinks. You can say like Speed Kicks Law, Fury X Reina better than Run a Black Jin, but if that's where you're coming from. If that's where you're coming from, yeah. I didn't make this tier list. The chat made it. I thought they did a pretty decent job. Kokoma was in here agreeing. Okay, this is done. We are almost done, guys. Top 5 done. Upper done. All right, let me see here. Let me do. Okay, Kazuya or Steve? We're working our way through. Kazuya, Steve, Kazuya, Steve, Kazuya, Steve, Steve, Kazuya, Steve, Kaz. Everybody's on that Kazuya right now. Everybody's on that Kazuya. Kazuya or Paul? Fuck it. Kazuya or Paul? I mean, by you guys' logic, it should be Paul. But everybody's saying Kazuya. Why is everybody saying Kazuya? So Kazuya get promotion? Like that? It's like that? Demote Paul. You guys voted on Paul. You guys voted for Paul to be in the upper tier. I don't like this, that there's one guy. You know, I don't like that there's one guy in the second row. It's bothering my OCD. Like, I think this looks much more clean. You know what I mean? Like. All right, let's just continue. Paul or Steve, you guys, I know you guys. Going by the math, you should be on Paul. Yeah. Yeah, I see more Paul. Okay. We're good. We stabilized the list. Steve or Hwarong. They're rivals. In Tekken 5, they were fighting each other at a train station. Steve, Hwarong, Steve, Hwarong, Steve, Hwarong. 50-50. Hwarong, Steve. Pretty close. When it's close, you guys know what we need to do. New poll is up. Vote. We're about halfway through this little tier list. Then we can get back to the Tekken. Steve or Hwarong? One's the puncher, one's the kicker. This is a really close poll. 56% versus 44%. Oh, close, close, close. Okay. Oh, it's really close. It's really close. 49, 51. Looking like the presidential U.S. race, bro. And Hwarong is taking the lead. Hwarong is taking the lead. We got 5 seconds. It's dead tie. It's tied. Wow. Is it going to be a tie? It's a fucking tie. It's an actual tie. 38 to 38. Recount? Y'all are trolling. Alright, we need more people to vote. We need... Stop the steal! Stop the steal! They cheated! Stop the steal! I'm the tiebreaker? That's true. I should have broken the tie. If I have to break the tie... That's hard! Maybe Hwarong. I shouldn't have said anything. I sway the votes. Oh, Hwarong's winning now anyways. Okay, okay, okay. Sorry, unrelated. I'm Kishin with Jack. Currently having a hard time dealing with people stepping a lot. What are your 7 go-tos answers? 4, 1 plus 2. Pop! You bastards. Alright, Hwarong over Steve. Bitch. Fuckers. Alright, I'm back to work. Back to work. Back to work. Chill, chill, chill. Steve or Lee? I can tell when somebody is yanking my chain, you know. Steve or Lee? Lee, Steve, 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 Lee, Lee, Steve, 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 Steve. Okay, Lee or Leo? Lee or Leo? Leo, Lee, Leo, Steve, Lee, Carter, Lee, Leo, Lee, Leo. Ah, you guys better not fucking be lame again. Lee or Leo, vote on it. Let your voice be heard. Lee or Leo? Who's better? We are currently ranking the characters in our tier lists. We are ranking the characters. And the chat made this tier list. Which, might I add, is not a bad tier list. It's a pretty decent list. I don't like talking about tier and balance, but you guys do. Leo over Lee. Okay. Lee or Jack? Lee or Jack? Jack, Lee, Jack, Lee, Jack, Lee, Jack, Lee, Jack, Lee, Jack, Jack, better, Jack, Lee, Jack, Lee. Lee had it in the first half, but I think Jack is gonna edge that. Jack or Leo? Almost done, guys. Almost done. Leo, Jack, Leo, Jack, Leo, Leo. Okay. Lee or Devil Jin? Lee or DJ? Lee 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 DJ DJ Lee 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 DJ DJ Lee 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 Lee. Okay. Devojin Akuma. DJ Akuma. DJ Akuma. Kuma 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 Lee Kuma 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 Lee Kuma 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 Kuma. Okay. Kumar Lee. That's why I said rigged. Stop the steal. Stop the steal. Lee Lee Lee. Kuma 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 Lee. Kuma 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 Kuma. Lee Kuma. It was close. It's close, close, close. Page shatters. Nah, I think this is good. This is good. So we have mid tier, lower tier, upper tier, and top 5. Show your chat ID for Lily. I mean, what's her name? Lydia or Devojin? Lydia or Devojin? Almost done with the list. Lydia, 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 Devojin, 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 no, 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 Lydia, 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 Devojin, 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 Lydia for now. Devojin, Lydia, Lydia. This is pretty close. This is pretty close. We can poll this one. Who's better, Devojin or Lilia? Lydia. Vote, vote, vote. I keep saying Lilia. DJ better outside of Heat. Devojin, Lydia. Devojin. Who's better? Devojin, Lydia. Lydia way better. She's new. The thing is, like, when a new character is debuting this low on the countdown, that's not a good sign. You know, the new singles, new songs, they're supposed to debut at the top. Eddie came in kind of hot. People were like, man, this character is so 50-50. Like, some people were high on Eddie. But Lydia came out and everybody was like, this ain't like DLC Falcon Rum Leroy level, right? Yeah. Lydia over Devojin. Okay. You guys really think Devojin's super trash, huh? I'm gonna do this. Devojin or Asuka is next. Devojin, Asuka, Devojin, Asuka, Devojin is better than Asuka, right? Devojin with the edge. Devojin with the lead. Devojin with the KO punch. Asuka might be slipping. Asuka or Eddie? Who's better? Well, you're typing in which character you think is stronger, by the way. Eddie, Asuka, Eddie, Asuka, Eddie, Asuka, Eddie, Asuka. For every one Asuka, there's multiple Eddies. Eddie will go up. DJ or Eddie, guys? DJ or Eddie? Eddie got nerfed pretty bad for the competitive scene because they made a couple of his big moves minus 15, where they had never been minus 15 before. So with a little bit of training and practice, you can really punish him for making a mistake and overstepping. Eddie, Devojin, Eddie. Everybody's saying Eddie is better than Devojin. I feel like the lower Devil Jin goes, the worse you guys are doing. But hey, it's not about me, it's about you. As we get to these lower and like more shitty characters, it's like hard because you gotta rate which characters you think are like less shitty. Who's better, Asuka or Raven? Asuka or Raven? Who's better? Raven, Asuka, Asuka, Raven, Raven, Asuka, Raven, Raven, Asuka, Asuka, Raven, Asuka, 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 better, 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 better. Asuka's better than Raven. Okay. June or Raven? June or Raven? Who's better? June. Wow. You guys, is it because you guys think June should be high, like it's better, or you guys think Raven is Garbo? Garbaggio. June or Asuka? Auntie, no. If Jin and Asuka are cousins, is June the aunt of Asuka? June, Asuka, June, Asuka. 4 Asukas, 4 Junes, Asuka, June. A lot of Junes. A lot of Junes. So it's like that then. This is the tiers. Should we do a June versus Devil Jin? What level of play is this tier list for? The level of the chat. The average level of the chat. June needs to be an upper tier. June's better than that whole middle tier row of people. All right, man. We can see if June or Lydia. That'll be my poll. Actually, no. The poll is June or Kuma. Kuma is the gatekeeper of the mid-tier boys. Yeah, chat's losing focus. They went full bandwagon mode. The poll's open, guys. June or Kuma? Who do you really think is better in this game? Right now. June Akuma. June Akuma. And then most of you guys think Kuma's better, so we can't put June in mid-tier. Just can't do it. You guys staying true to yourself on this one. This is the Tekken 4 Digirism. I don't know. Yeah, Kuma's better than June, so we can't put... Yeah. Eddie better than Lydia. That's not what the chat said. That's not what the chat voted on. That's what you guys voted on. You know what I'm saying? Leroy or Raven, who's better? Leroy, Raven, Leroy, Raven, Leroy. You got Leroy over Raven? The chat is making their... It started off good. We got to see how. We're almost done. We have like 5 more minutes. We gotta vote on this poll because I couldn't really tell who was winning between Leroy and Raven. Let me know, guys. Who is the better character? You guys remember when the game was in its first month and everybody thought Raven was like ridiculous? Raven was like good. He's down there in the bottom tier now. Why Azucena voted bottom 5? I don't know. It's the votes. The votes, the votes, the votes. Leroy or Raven, you guys gotta vote on who is better. And if it's a tie, I'm picking. So you don't want it to be a tie. You still think Raven's top tier? That's fine. So by the narrowest of margins, by 1 vote, Leroy is better than Raven. All right. You guys have spoken. Raven or Lars? I mean, whatever. Let the chat roll, man. Let them do their thing. Raven or Lars? Somebody said black on black crime, man. They didn't rate my minorities a little bit higher, bro. Raven, Lars, 600 watching, only 60 voting. It's because I have U-bots. Lars, Raven, Lars, Raven, Lars, Raven, Raven, Lars, Raven, Lars. I think Raven had more votes. Raven's better than Lars. Lars is Athena. Home stretch. Who's better? Lars or Safina? Oops. Safina. That's a lot of Safinas. Is she that much better than Lars? How about Safina or Raven? Zafina, Raven, Zafina. Everybody thinks Zafina's better than Raven, but you guys voted Zafina to the bottom 5 though, so she's not graduating. All right, last 2 votes: Lars or Panda. Lars, that's a lot of Lars. That is a lot of Lars. Okay. Nobody plays Panda though. That's the thing. Azucena or Panda? Azucena. Okay. How about Azucena or Lars? Okay. Could this be the last one? We gotta see how high Azucena can climb. Azucena, Lars, she's climbing. Azu or Raven? You guys just hating on Raven super bad, huh? Okay. Okay. Azucena, Zafina. Okay. Okay. All right, last one, last poll, last poll. Safina or Leroy? Last poll, and then we're going to laminate this shit so that it's permanent. A million, 29 to 1 in favor of Zafina. Still whack? You think this list is whack? I think this list is pretty decent. Yeah, I think the list is pretty decent. Let Zafina run the gauntlet? Really? Well, a lot of people were saying that Zafina was like the worst character, bottom something. The first two tiers, they were easy, but then when it came time to like grading characters' weaknesses and how they're weak and why they suck, I guess that's when the people started falling off. The democracy started falling off because people couldn't agree who was better at being worse. You know what I mean? Like when it's hard to tell when you have two bad characters. Like how do you decide which one's worse? Because you guys are deciding. And you guys suck. You guys suck at Tekken. Let's be real, right? Unless you're KIS or... I don't recognize none of you guys in the chat in ranked. None of y'all I've played in ranked, so that means y'all are Reverend Ruler. Y'all are motherfucking Ganryu rank. Y'all are fucking disciples and shit. So, of course, you can watch tournaments and see Law, Lisa, Jin... And no, just because you're right doesn't mean you can say that. Nah, I'm just talking shit though. I think you guys did fine. You guys did fine. The thing is, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, the lower characters can always succeed, do well, you know. Freaking Rangchu doing good with Panda at DreamHack, King Ray Jr. and Shadow doing their things with Zafina and Asuka. Jun Ding, Tekken Master, killing it with Eddie. Yeah. And then on the other hand, just because we don't see kings in the top whatever outside of what North America or whatever doesn't mean they sucks. We don't really see Xiao Yu in the top 3s or top 8s at tournaments doesn't mean that she sucks. A lot of it has to do with the pilot. Every character has potential to do a lot of damage, create a lot of mix-ups, force a lot of pressure onto their opponents. Every character has that potential, you know? I think. So this is what y'all decided on, huh? Dragonov, Nina, Yoshi, Jin, Alisa in the top 5. Right after that, I like, I don't know, I think Shaheen is better than Law. My personal opinion, maybe Law is like a couple spots higher than it should be. Xiaoyu's good, Claudio's good. Claudio could be in a lot of different places. Reina. Some people I feel like might think that she's a little higher than she should be, but whatever. Lily is good. Brian is good. A lot of you guys, I did not know that a lot of you guys were that high on Brian. I didn't know. Victor looks decent. Kazuya looks good. We moved Kazuya up. We switched him with Paul. Paul, Horong, they're usually in the middle. Anyways, those guys are like kings of the mid-tier. Yo, King Geometric, thank you for the sub. Yeah. Leo, Jack, they're kings of the mid-tier as well. Kings and queens. Lee is usually like higher or he's mid. That's fine. Kuma, It's probably the highest Akuma has ever been in Tekken in a long time. Steve is usually high tier. Steve is usually top tier in his Tekken, but this is gonna be the lowest that Steve has been in a while. Tekken 7 Steve was really good. Tekken Tag 2 Steve was really good. Tekken 6 Steve was really, really good. Tekken 5 Steve was one of the best characters ever. So Steve has had a long history of being an upper to top tier character in the game. So yeah. Lydia, new character, starting off low, not a good sign. So maybe she's gonna have like that big wall of buffs at some point, maybe like a rework. Eddie, same thing. Those are two DLC characters that they want you to buy, so they need to give you a reason to buy them, so they might make them stronger. Devil Jin, that won't stay for long. A lot of you guys thought that Devil Jin was very, very low. I guess Devil Jin's low or whatever. I don't play Mishimas. I haven't played them yet in Tekken 8, so I can't really say and have an opinion on that. I trust you guys. But knowing Namco, they don't like their Mishimas being low. Like when Kazuya was low, look what they did. So Devil Jin is gonna get a lot of stuff for his next season, next patch, next big patch. Devil Jin is gonna jump up, I'm sure. June historically has usually been lower. She hasn't been in many Tekkens. She wasn't in 7. She was in Tag 2. She was lower. She wasn't in 6. She wasn't in 5. She wasn't in 4. She wasn't in 3. She was in Tag 1. You know, like June, whatever. Asuka is usually low tier, lower tier. I don't remember any Tekken where she has been ridiculous. Zafina just getting kind of like punished for how good she was in 7. But I can see them continuing to give her additions, enhancements, sprinkle some add-ons. So I don't see Zafina being in the bottom 6, 7, 8 characters for long. Leroy. Leroy might stay there. You know, they might add stuff, but I don't like. They added a lot of stuff recently to Leroy, and it really didn't do much because you guys still think he's bottom 5. You know, Azucena looks like they didn't really know what direction to take her after the initial release. Her identity was all revolved around the running move, right? The pressure, but now that's not even a thing no more. So they really got to give her like either 1 or 2 really, really super cheap, strong, powerful shit, or they need to buff a bunch of stuff. Raven, I don't know much about this character, but I remember when the game first came out, a lot of people thought Raven was really, really good and really, really cheap. I was one of those people that thought Raven was like pretty decent. But now, I don't know what they did, what they changed, but Raven somehow is in the bottom 5 for you guys. And a lot of the Raven players think that he's also really bad. I don't know what Raven needs, honestly. I think once people stop getting hit by the full screen heat smash, learning to respect the heat smash, I guess he started struggling a little bit more, but I don't know what Raven needs. So I can't speak on that much. Lars I thought would be actually a little bit better. But I guess what they need to do is figure out more ways for Lars to force his heat power-up situations into 50-50. Force those, because you know, basically with Lars, when he's got heat activated, his little stance mix-up that they added in Tekken 8 becomes stronger, like super knockdown or like combo, right? And they're safe or whatever, safer. But he doesn't have a lot of ways to get into that stance. When he has heat activated, they gave him a new move, but that move takes him to a different stance. It doesn't take him to that new stance. I never thought I didn't make this list. Jammer, what's up? The chat made this list. I just give you my final thoughts. And Panda, you know, Panda, like I said, Kuma and Panda are always like bottom tier. So yeah, if you're just tuning in, we made the tier list. The chat made the tier list. Basically, we went through every single character and put them on the board, starting with the top 5, the bottom 5, and everything else in between, unordered. Chat did it. If we didn't know, we made a poll. We made a lot of polls. And then once we put the names on the board, we did the head-to-heads. Like, who's better between Dragunov and Nina? Oh, Dragunov's better? Who's better between Nina and Yoshi? Oh, Nina's better? Who's better between Yoshi and Alisa? Or whatever. So we did that with every single character, ranking and ranking and ranking them in order. So this is kind of like this is the final, you know, this is kind of what it came out to. Toward the end, it kind of got a little bit inconsistent. Like some of you guys couldn't decide. A lot of the votes were like really close, so it could have gone either way. It definitely like became a struggle when you guys got to the bottom 5, but good job.